Good morning and welcome to the channel on this the 20th day of June 2026, which is a Saturday. I was wondering yesterday why the talks between Iran and the US did not take place as they were supposed to be according to the Memorandum of Understanding. So looking into this further, the core reasons the talks were actually called off was Israeli attacks in southern Lebanon, which triggered Iran to pull back. Multiple reports says that Iran delayed sending its delegation after Israeli airstrikes killed civilians and Hezbollah fighters in southern Lebanon. Iran insists on seeing the US implementation first, so they have said that they need evidence the US was implementing its commitments under the interim deal before attending technical talks. The US postponed J.D. Vance's trip due to logical issues. Well, I think we know what those logical issues are. It's because Israel is still fighting. And Switzerland confirmed the talks were postponed. The bottom line is that Iran refused to attend while Israel continued military operations in Lebanon. The US delegation paused travel due to an incomplete preparations and uncertainty over Iran's participation. So what the delay means for this 60-day negotiation period, well, the clock is already running, even with no talks happening. Multiple reports confirmed that the 60-day period began the moment the MOU was signed. That was last Thursday. So you've got Friday and Saturday. So we're at least 2 days into it now, with only sort of 58, 57 left. That delay increases pressure on both sides because the MOU requires a full technical agreement within 60 days. The postponement compresses the timeline, for example, for uranium dilution and verification mechanisms, ceasefire enforcement across all fronts, including Lebanon, reopening and regulating the Strait of Hormuz, sanctions related to technical arrangements and regional security clauses. There is a risk of the deal unravelling, which rises the longer talks don't start. Al Jazeera reports the postponement has raised fears that the ceasefire deal could already unwind. CNBC simply warns that the cancellation underscores the challenges of turning the agreement into a lasting peace settlement. Why does all this matter? Well, the MOU is only an interim framework. If the 60-day window expires without a full agreement, the ceasefire and commitments like Hormuz reopening may lapse. The delay itself does not invalidate the MOU, but it narrows the path to success. So the bottom line is the 60-day window is running right now. The postponement reduces available negotiation time, and the risk of failure increases with each day of delay, especially given ongoing Israeli-Hezbollah clashes that violate the MOU's ceasefire conditions. The deal is not dead, but the timeline is now more and more fragile. Hezbollah and Israel are supposed to have agreed a deal to cease fire, but that doesn't seem to happen. Every time you look, Israel has got a new bomb somewhere, or they've done something, or Hezbollah has fired a rocket, or Hezbollah is fighting on the ground. These two will never be at peace, in my opinion, and it really does affect the Iran-US part of all of this. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.